Imagine a world where motherly love is so powerful, aliens would steal it. One night, a young boy watches in horror as his mom is snatched away by a monstrous spaceship. He soon learns the terrifying truth. An advanced alien race kidnaps human mothers, extracting their very instincts to fuel cold, unfeeling robots who raise their young. As the boy embarks on a dangerous journey to save her, he discovers just how far a child's love can go, and what it truly means to be a family. This is the story of Milo, an ordinary boy who takes his mom for granted, like so many of us do. He brushes off her reminders, rolls his eyes at her rules, and assumes she'll always be there. But everything changes when his mom is suddenly taken, not by fate or illness, but by Martians. Yes, Martians. In an unimaginable twist, Milo finds himself on an epic adventure to Mars, determined to rescue her. Along the way, he discovers just how much his mom truly loves him and how far she was willing to go to protect him. Milo's journey isn't just about saving his mom, it's about realizing that she's been saving him all along, every day, in ways he never noticed. Would you go to Mars for your mom? We meet Milo, an ordinary 9-year-old boy who's fed up with chores and his mom's endless rules. He doesn't want to take out the trash. He doesn't want to eat his broccoli. And when his mom reminds him, yet again, he explodes. My life would be so much better if I didn't have a mom. The words hit like a punch to the heart. His mom's face falls, her eyes filled with quiet sadness. But she doesn't argue. She simply turns away. Milo storms off to his room, angry and frustrated, convinced she's being unfair. He has no idea that this would be the last time he sees her, at least on Earth. That night, something unthinkable happens. Milo wakes up to strange noises and eerie lights outside his window. He stumbles downstairs and watches in horror as his mom is taken by Martians. Frozen in fear, he watches her disappear into the sky. Panic sets in. The last thing he said to her was cruel, and now she's gone. But Milo doesn't give up. He sneaks aboard the alien ship, determined to get her back. He doesn't care how scary Mars is or how impossible the rescue might seem. His mom needs him, and suddenly, he realizes how much he needs her too. On this extraordinary journey, Milo faces more than alien technology and strange creatures. He faces the truth. His mom's love wasn't in the chores or the rules. It was in everything she did, the sacrifices he never saw. Milo's fight to save his mom isn't just about bringing her home. It's about redemption, about saying the words he never thought to say. I love you, Mom. Milo crash lands on Mars, a barren, metallic wasteland ruled by cold, emotionless Martians. Their towering city is lifeless, efficient, but completely devoid of warmth. There's no laughter, no love, no families, just a rigid, robotic society where emotions are seen as a weakness. As Milo sneaks through the alien corridors, he uncovers a horrifying truth. The Martians don't raise their own children. Instead, they steal moms from Earth, extracting their parenting instincts and programming them into robotic caretakers. These soulless machines raise Martian kids with strict efficiency, but without love, without compassion. And now, his mom is next. Milo watches in horror as she lies trapped, her memories and love being drained away. It's in that moment that everything hits him. He finally sees the truth. Every rule, every nag, every sacrifice. She wasn't trying to make his life miserable. She wasn't trying to ruin my fun. She was trying to raise me right. Milo realizes he hasn't just lost the rules he once hated. He's lost the person who tucked him in at night, the one who made his favorite meals, the one who loved him even when he didn't deserve it. And now, he might never get the chance to tell her, but Milo refuses to let that happen. He won't let the Martians take away the most important person in his life. He has to save her before it's too late. Milo is captured by the Martians, dragged through their cold, metallic city, and thrown into a holding cell. It seems hopeless until he meets Gribble. Gribble is a strange, awkward man, the only other human on Mars. He's been trapped here for years, surviving in the shadows. At first he seems goofy, cracking jokes and acting like nothing bothers him, but beneath the humor, there's pain. Gribble lost his mom to the Martians long ago, just like Milo is about to, and instead of fighting back, he hid. He gave up. Gribble tries to convince Milo to do the same. Rescuing his mom is impossible, he says. The Martians are too powerful. There's no way to stop them, but Milo refuses to listen. He won't let his mom be taken away. He won't let her become another forgotten sacrifice. And that's when something changes in Gribble. He sees the fire in Milo's eyes, the same fire he once had before fear consumed him. Don't let them take your mom too, Milo, Gribble finally says, his voice trembling. You still have a chance. For the first time in years, Gribble feels something he thought he lost long ago. Hope, maybe, just maybe, if Milo can fight for his mom, Gribble can find the courage to fight for himself too. Just when things seem impossible, Milo and Gribble meet Kai, a Martian girl unlike anyone Milo's ever seen. Kai isn't like the other Martians. While they're all cold, emotionless, and follow strict rules, Kai is full of life and curiosity. She's fascinated by Earth, especially the idea of family and love, things Martians don't have. She learned English from old Earth sitcoms. which explains her quirky, slang-filled way of talking. To her, humans seem fun, free, and loving, a sharp contrast to her world's rigid, loveless ways. When Kai hears about Milo's journey to save his mom, something shifts in her. She sees the way Milo fights for her, how he refuses to give up, and she realizes that's what love really looks like. It's messy, it's loud, and it's powerful. It's something her people will never understand, but she does. For the first time, Kai questions everything she's been taught. The Martian way, cold, efficient, and loveless, suddenly feels wrong. Inspired by Milo's determination, Kai decides to help. She knows the tunnels, the systems, and the weaknesses in the Martian city. With Gribble's tech-savvy skills, Milo's unstoppable willpower, and Kai's insider knowledge, they form an unlikely team. 3 outsiders, a human boy, a broken man, and a rebellious Martian standing up against an entire planet. For Milo, it's about saving his mom. For Kai, it's about saving something even bigger, the idea that love and family are worth fighting for. Milo, Gribble, and Kai race to stop the extraction process. Knowing Milo's mom doesn't have much time left, they fight through Martian guards. Milo, despite being a small kid, cleverly outsmarts them with his quick thinking and agility. They finally reach the control center, where they face the Martian supervisor, a cold, ruthless leader who runs the operation. She firmly believes emotions and love are useless, and that the Martian way, raising children through efficient, emotionless robots, is superior. Milo stands up to her, fueled by his love for his mom. He bravely declares that moms love their kids no matter what, even when they mess up. And that's not weakness, it's real strength. The supervisor scoffs, rejecting his words, but for a brief moment, there's a flicker of hesitation in her expression, like Milo's words reached a part of her she didn't know existed. In the end, Milo saves his mom, but not without a heartbreaking moment. She sacrifices her oxygen helmet to save him first. Milo, in a moment of pure love and desperation, puts the helmet back on her, willing to give up his own life. Kai and Gribble ultimately save them both and the family. Milo finally reaches his mom at the extraction platform, just as the machine is about to drain her memories and instincts. He scrambles up, dodging Martian guards, and manages to free her from the restraints. The machine shuts down, but they're still on Mars, and the air is too thin for humans. Milo starts gasping for breath, collapsing to the ground. His mom, despite being weak and barely able to stand, doesn't hesitate. She pulls off her own oxygen helmet and places it on Milo's head. She starts to suffocate immediately, her breathing shallow and labored. Her vision blurs as she falls to her knees, but she still manages to look at him. Her voice is faint, trembling with love. "You're my son, Milo. I love you more than anything." Milo, now able to breathe again, watches in horror as his mom weakens. Tears fill his eyes as he realizes what she's done. She's sacrificing herself to save him. Gribble, who's been watching this unfold, is overwhelmed. He remembers how he lost his own mom in this exact way, and the pain he's buried for years floods back. But this time, he refuses to let it happen again. Driven by courage and a newfound belief in love, Gribble leaps into action. He restores the oxygen and rushes to help. He gets an oxygen helmet onto Milo's mom just in time, and she gasps for air, coming back to life. Milo breaks down, hugging her tightly, overwhelmed with relief and love, while the dictator was arrested by his own guards as they realized that everything they do was wrong. After Milo, Gribble, and Kai successfully stop the extraction and save Milo's mom, with the supervisor defeated, Milo, his mom, Gribble, and Kai head to Gribble's old broken spaceship, the one he spent years repairing but never had the courage to use. Thanks to Kai's quick thinking and Gribble's tech skills, they managed to get it working. The group escapes Mars just in time, blasting off into space and heading toward Earth. He and Milo share a heartfelt goodbye, their friendship now unbreakable. Back on Earth, Milo and his mom crash land in their backyard, shaken but alive. They stumble out of the ship, breathing in the fresh Earth air. Milo's dad, who had no idea what happened, walks outside in his pajamas, surprised to see them both safe. As the sun rises, Milo looks at his mom with new eyes. He remembers everything she did for him, and everything she was willing to sacrifice. He hugs her tightly, no longer embarrassed or annoyed by her affection. He finally understands the depth of her love. "I love you, Mom," he says sincerely, his voice full of emotion. His mom hugs him back, smiling through her tears. Gribble watches from the ship, knowing it's time for him to go. He gives Milo a playful salute and blasts off into space, finally free from the guilt of losing his own mom. He's found peace and a new family in Milo and his mom. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.